The tension between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy is officially in the poisonous zone and is intensifying to new levels of chaos. She didn't expect the divorce, and Jeezy supposedly took her completely off guard with the whole thing, so it's been tumultuous from the start. One wild drama after another has been going on, but this most recent one could be the messiest confrontation we've seen from. Let's dismantle this absurd situation. We all believe Jeezy and Jai were quite solid, but their divorce shocked us all. In September 2023, Jai filed for divorce, claiming she was mentally ill. According to accounts, Jai almost got jumped when she went to Jeezy's house with the girl. Before things got very violent, the police had to literally step in. We understood the divorce wouldn't be amicable when she disclosed that it caught her off guard, as if the story of Jeezy and Jeannie Mai couldn't get any more intriguing. We found out that Jeezy had the whole divorce process simmering for months, with the paperwork ready, signed, sealed, and ready to go since June 2023. Despite this, he was out there behaving like a loving husband and father to their little. As if nothing had occurred from Monaco. Fans were astounded by Jeezy's slyness, especially in light of everything she gave up for him. Before Jeezy, she didn't really care about getting married or starting a family, but after he came along, she radically altered her life to suit his style.
Homegrown, we're in our 40s, and what I think is that God somehow managed our timing so that we spent time after our long-term relationships. We both came from 10-year relationships, and we really worked on ourselves to really understand what healthy love is.
But when it became apparent that Jeezy's cold move to blindside Jeannie might not have been so surprising after all, there were rumors that Jeezy thought Jai was getting too close to her co-host Mario Lopez. Things became even more chaotic, and Jeezy's chaotic divorce filing process started right away. If he thought he was being cheated on, it started to make a little more sense. People were analyzing Jeannie and Mario's on-screen chemistry on social media after these cheating claims went public. It's not completely arbitrary that something more could happen since, let's face it, their chemistry was irrefutable.
Jeannie Mai.
First day at the job, guys.
A proud Vietnamese girl. We're both first generation. I'm gonna have her hook me up with some.
Last but not least, Jeannie has admitted that she prefers white men to black ones.
Black guys, yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married a white man. That's what I like.
Jeannie is upset that her marriage is finished and wants her family back, according to an insider, while Jai first tried to defend their relationship. However, Jai is saddened that Jeezy filed for divorce since she really wants her marriage to thrive and her family to be a single cohesive unit. Although they did not get married to be divorced, this was not how things were meant to go. Jeannie truly loves Jeezy and wants to make amends. However, Jeezy was hesitant to do so and threw. Jai's cryptic comment was a serious strike at him, as it was far more focused on who I'm becoming than on who isn't going with me. It was clear then that he had emotionally checked out of the marriage, in fact. Things became a complete mess after that, but in 2022, Jeezy chastised her in a car after asking the driver to get out, saying that he had pawed her during their marriage and was a careless parent to their daughter, Monaco. He stated in the court documents, "You and I are eager to get a divorce from you when you get back." Jeannie further claimed that she was being held against her will and that Jeezy had struck her eye and cheekbone with a closed hand, causing a subconjunctival hemorrhage. According to her, Jeezy's behavior didn't change even after they pursued therapy. 3 months later, she claimed to have been strangled from behind while climbing stairs at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in San Francisco. She said that Jeezy had shoved her down the steps. She further asserted that Jeezy called her a FNB, verbally assaulted her, and kept saying, "I can do so much better than you." When she indicated she felt unsafe, hotel security intervened to protect her. May also said that she was with Jeezy at an event once before, but he got upset when he couldn't find her after the incident. Jeezy demanded that the driver leave the party after Jeezy allegedly requested him to get out of the car. She made 2 attempts to exit the car after being verbally abused, but she claims that Jeezy grabbed her by the dress neckline, causing the fabric to tear in several places and forcing Jeezy's fingernails to scratch her right breast 2 or 3 times. She also says that during their marriage, Jeezy had smashed another automobile after drinking too much and that he crashed a golf cart while they were both in it. Claimed that by neglecting to keep his pistol secure around the toller, he endangered their daughter Monaco. Reports state that Jai found the toller at the couple's home, along with her ex-husband Louisa Tomag and his AK-47. According to the complaint, Mai asked the rapper to keep his gun inside the house, but he allegedly didn't comply. In order to prevent Jai from spreading this narrative and accusing her of lying, Jeezy released a statement stating that the claims are not just false, but be assured that the truth will come to light through the appropriate legal channels. But for now, my top priority is being an involved father to our daughter while I continue to battle for court-mandated shared custody. But he went further than that, saying that the purported attempts to discredit me and disturb my family are absurd, especially coming from someone I care about. He posted a string of texts in which he expressed regret for the collision, writing, "I'm so sorry, babe. I haven't forgiven myself for putting you in danger. It has made me anxious and depressed." Then he said, "It was not intentional. It was an accident, but we do need to be more careful, especially when we're drinking, babe," which implied that the DV photos Jai had included in her complaint were phony and were taken from the golf cart he had wrecked with them both in during the incident. Be aware of your own abilities. After she emailed him a photo of her swollen leg, Jeezy commented, "It looks swollen, and how open was your foot?" In another string of texts, "It appears to be mending even though stitches may have been required." He then inquired, "Have you had any other issues since, like headaches, loss of memory, or seizures?" Although these two were quite messy, we thought they had finally gotten past the BS when their divorce was finalized last year, but it seems we were wrong. Following their divorce last year, Jackie still had some belongings at the property where she and Jeezy used to reside because of a recent incident that almost got out of hand. Her Emmy Award, some expensive designer bags, and a few other items were reportedly among these. When she got there, Jeezy wasn't present, and she was denied access to the house to get her stuff, even though she and Jeezy had agreed in court on a time and day for her to pick them up. Also, she stated that Jeezy's housekeeper, Jeezy and her security crew were not allowed to enter the garage where her possessions were stored, as per her directives. The house manager actually called Jeezy, who utterly disregarded the court order by restating that Jeannie and her movers were not permitted to access her possessions. Mai also made the decision to request a report on Jeannie's denial of access by calling the Atlanta Police Department to the location. Additional accounts indicate that JIE was the most professional as usual, and when the police had to move quickly to impose a new access restriction after alerting the house manager that a court order was being violated. Jeezy then ordered the house manager to require anyone arriving on Ma's behalf to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Although Jeezy's lawyer had apparently praised him, Mai stated as soon as she was inside that it was painful to view her boxes because they were badly damaged. For preserving the safety of her object, Mai said that her expensive personal possessions were left in a disorganized state. Jeannie's lawyer said that some of her possessions were ruined because rodents had entered her boxes and saturated them with water. Water seeping through the boxes had ruined them, and the garage was filled with mouse traps, most likely set for mice that had chewed through several of the boxes. It's a hot mess. The importance of getting in touch with the authorities simply tells us that this two's relationship is unlikely to ever settle down and will always be tumultuous, especially since they have a small daughter together that they are responsible for co-parenting. I would like to know your thoughts on this, so please watch the following video and leave a comment below.